All right, my lovely friends, here we go. This is my newest segment of Markets, a look ahead. It's going to be a big one. Let's sit down and try to grasp what's happening. So it is Sunday, January 5th, 2020. All right, we all know what's going on right now, and in my view, the fact that the Middle East has now been destabilized. Understand, this is a deliberate act. This was a deliberate act to keep the price of crude oil propped up. That's it. They can throw whatever they want at you. They can tell you, oh, the world is safer now. Oh, we cut off the head of the snake. It's all lies. It's all propaganda. It was meant to do one thing: destabilize the Middle East, prop up crude oil, the life freaking blood of the military-industrial complex. By keeping crude higher, the entire energy sector gets a boost with regard to the market. The financial sector gets a boost. Stocks will follow. If you believe right now that the stock market is not going to shrug this off, I can promise you that you have no idea how market dynamics work. You have no idea what is going on underneath this entire charade. That's what this is. It is a ploy. It is a distraction. And just as I have explained to you for months, the lies, the propaganda, the fake news is going to get even more incredible as we move forward. People, we have a scenario right now which virtually guarantees that no matter what happens, stocks will go up. The trajectory for this market, despite the sell-off that we just had, because of these newest airstrikes here, and we're not done, more airstrikes are coming, is higher. The trajectory is higher for crude oil. The trajectory for this market is higher, and I'll say a couple of other things too. The current environment of uncertainty until it becomes certain is going to be bullish for metals, bullish for cryptocurrencies. And you can see what's going on here with both of these asset classes. I mean, look, this is simple stuff. And if you just have an idea, a little bit of market dynamics, for which I study these, I think, harder than any guy on the planet, you will know what's going to happen before it does. The agenda is clear. The agenda is simple. Keep the Middle East destabilized by any and all mechanisms, attacks, bombings, whatever they're going to do. This is by design to keep crude propped up. There's no doubt about it. So if you know that, you have a clear understanding of where assets are going to go in this environment. Now, I'm not saying, again, tomorrow, stocks very well may drop again. They may drop into Tuesday. They may go up. I don't give a damn personally where they go. You know that. I trade the market. I have. I trade the market in front of my eyeball. So I don't care. I'm out of the market at the end of the day. I look at my charts, I put together in my head the best case scenario, and I trade it. And that's what you should be doing as an intraday trader if you're someone like myself, or even a swing trader here. So you know what to do here. But look, what does this all mean in the grand scheme of things? We're all going to lose. Understand that on an epic scale. The fact that the debt bubble is going to be hyper inflated as the Federal Reserve goes supernova to pay for all this. Who's paying for all of it? The Fed has got to print this cash out of thin air. It's debt piled on the back of our poor country, and no one wants to save it. No one at all. All they know how to do right now, and it's the final solution, know what to do, is make our country more of a debt slave. Nations around the world, more slaves indebted to their central bank, and the citizens of these nations around the world also follow like zombies marching towards the end, becoming more indebted, becoming more of a slave to their central banks. It's a terrible, terrible thing to watch happen right now. But again, no one wants to do a damn thing about it. Oh yeah, go, go, go. Let's drop more bombs on the Middle East. We're making the world safer. We're making America great again. You got to be a retard of the highest order. Again, these are the cults. The Republican cult right now, they want to drop more bombs right now. They think it's a great thing because President Trump is saying, oh, we took them out. Yay! What a bunch of freaking idiots, honestly. And then you got the Democratic cult on the opposite side. These cults are out to get you, believe me. Once you free your mind and you understand free thought, free action, you will be free yourself. Until that point, you will remain a slave. All right, so look, this is what I want to do here. We're going to take a ride over to my website and look at a few assets. I want you to open a new window, traderschoice.net, right here, or in the description of this video, there is a link. If you can't find that link, open a new window, traderschoice.net. Let's go over there. I'm going to do the same thing. Alrighty, where am I here? Traderschoice.net. Okay. Number one, all right, I want you to keep in mind what I said. In this environment here, where the Middle East has been deliberately destabilized, crude oil is going higher. This is bullish as well for cryptocurrencies. It's bullish as well for metals. Okay. So, I'm not saying with regard to metals you should be holding the papered dog shit derivative. Okay. I don't believe in it. I don't trade it. I don't own it. But if you want to, be my guest. We'll go over that in just a second. With regard to crude oil, there are many ETFs out there, or exchange-traded funds, where you can get exposure to crude oil. Obviously, you're not going to hold barrels of crude oil in your house. Let's go all the way down to the bottom of this page, to my stock screener. Okay, below 100% stock screener. I'm gonna talk about. I've been throwing out some of my stock picks for you. Now, these are not trades. These are longer-term holds in this environment until this blows up, and it will. But right here at the top of my stock screener, I want you to look at just the top two here, Apple and Microsoft. I happen to really like these two still moving forward. So you should be loading up on these, in my opinion. There's a few other ones here too, which I really do like. I like Facebook as well. And I want you to scroll down here. Walmart, okay, WMT. Despite it saying a sell here, I still think that despite the fact that we have retail falling off a cliff, Walmart is going to do well moving forward. So despite the fact that this says a sell, let's see what the boom system says. Let's go up top to this chart here. Number one, before you change any symbol, this is on ticker SPY, which is the exchange traded fund, the ETF that tracks the S&P 500. It still says it's a buy, and I agree with that. Now let's just look at Walmart. Put in WMT, enter. All right, the boom system is calling this a sell as well, but if you consider that we're seeing a lot of retail closures, where are people going to go? Retail store closures. They're gonna go to Walmart, in my opinion. There's a Walmart Supercenter here near my house, about 3 miles, and every single time I walk in there, that place is packed wall to wall. So that says something to me. Now, let's look at a couple of other things. Greg here still likes Apple. Let's put in AAPL. Let's see what the boom system says. Boom system is calling this a buy. Greg likes Microsoft, and he likes Amazon. So let's do that too. My computer's going cuckoo here. Let's do Microsoft, MSFT, enter. Boom system calls it a buy. Okay, let's look at Amazon. Buy as well. Okay. Now, I want you to do something else. Where it says, well, now you put in Amazon, put in USO, and then click enter. This is the United States Oil Fund. It's still a buy here. Crude goes up. This is going to go higher. Let's do BTC, okay, BTC, enter. Bitcoin, no, I'm sorry. Let's go BTC again, BTC. Now scroll down where it says BTC. I want you to scroll down to where it says BTC US dollar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's the sixth one down. Click on that. All right. Boom Systems calling this a buy. I tend to agree in this environment. Let's look at the paper derivative of silver, SLV, enter. Buy. Let's look at paper derivative gold, GLD, enter. Boom Systems calling this a buy as well. Now, with regard to these GLD and SLV, if you wanted to trade these, you could. Okay, I won't touch them. I don't want it. I'll find another avenue to put my cash to work. But if you want to trade gold and silver, you could do this. But be careful. There's no price discovery here, people. There's none. You know that. It's just so disgusting to me. And if you want more clues as to how to use the Boom system and read the chart, it could not be easier. You see right above the chart here, which says 1, 2, 3 Boom system tips. Click on that. So if you just don't want to use the buy sell, I tried to make this as easy as possible for you. Right here I outlined how to use it in 3 steps. Could not be easier for you. Look, people, I'm on your side. I want you to win. I won't let you lose, and I will never, never, never let you down. And if you go to the top of this page, this is all going to change soon. I'm working on getting this website redone very, very soon. But look over here. Top left, current cryptocurrency stats, you can see where we're at. And this, of course, there's my lovely chat room, and all my lions are hanging out in there. All right, let's close out of this real quick. So I hope you found this interesting. So look, people, let's put this together real quick. Deliberately, the Middle East has been destabilized, and every single thing you can dream about is going to be pushed down your throat to justify why we have done this. It's been done for one reason, and one reason only: to prop up crude oil, boost the energy sector. The banks are not going to be allowed to lose. They have massive, and I mean massive, leveraged bets on the energy sector and on crude oil. The military-industrial complex, for which the banks are the core, the Federal Reserve is the core, will not lose. This is why the banks will continue to be recapitalized in this environment. This is why you will see further deliberate suppression of interest rates. I've explained to you just last week, the entire yield curve is dropping. The yield curve drops when a very big player gets in here and buys debt across the board. That's what the Fed is doing. This is the Federal Reserve doing it. No other entity would be buying debt in this environment. Nobody, okay? You'd be getting long equities because the game remains risk on, people. I don't care what the stock market does in the short run. It's a random walk with an upward drift. In this environment, stocks are going higher on the back of crude oil going higher. All right? This is what I want you to take away from this. And I want you to start to free your mind, free thought, free action. Stop following the cults, okay? The Republican cult and the Democratic cult. Disconnect yourself from the YouTube blogs that are trying to lock you into a particular cult. And there are several out here. If you do that, you're lost. You will remain a rat in a maze without knowing what you need to do, what direction you need to move. Again, these are paid shill YouTube channels. Get out of them. Get out of them. People, this guy loves you. Please share the video. I'll see you in the morning.